Some people talk about the New Testament being anti-Semitic. It's nonsense. Matthew's a Jew. This book is written by a Jew, about Jews, to Jews, for Jews. It's not an anti-Jewish book. But because they are their people, they're especially critical of them. When we read the scripture, for us to understand what it's talking about, it says Jews and Gentiles. You should think in these terms. When it talks about Jews, it's talking about religious people who claim to know the Bible, who claim they're following the Bible, who claim that they're living the Bible, but in this case, often just don't get it. When it talks about Gentiles, it basically means people who worldly are just saying, I don't know nothing about that. I'm just kind of doing my own thing. I don't want to know anything about the Bible. I don't claim to know anything about the Bible. That's who I am. So, Jesus' observation of the condition of his people, that is the same as today, and it's really the reason why I structured this ministry for people who are not from the church or are disillusioned with the church. One, the Great Commission is to expand the kingdom. It's not to steal from neighboring villages, and it certainly isn't to fight with neighboring villages. So I want to bring people in who have no experience with the Bible. And from a selfish purpose, it's just a heck of a lot easier because people who are unfamiliar with the Bible seem to get the message a lot quicker. The Gentiles seem to accept it and embrace it a lot quicker because they don't have the barriers of their tradition. And that was the problem Jesus faced with the Jews of their day. They were obsessed with their tradition. I do a lot of different debates and talks with different people, and the religious folks seem to be a lot more thick. They're worried about, well, the church fathers said this, or according to the Confession of 1689, but I don't care about that. What does the Bible say? What does Jesus say? You see, religious people are more committed to their particular religious tradition and their denominational doctrine than the points that are actually being made by Jesus. They can't hear him clearly. They're very proud of their Christianity, but they fail to revere the Lord, who is about loving himself. They don't recognize how undeserving they are to have him come under their roof. Therefore, as Jesus says, there will be many who are running around like wild people right now, full of sin, debauchery, and just acting a fool, who will be drawn and will come to the Lord and come to the kingdom. And there's others who are obsessed with their religion, and they're fanatical about their religion, but ignore the actual heart of the law, who ignore the actual word, who are going to miss that narrow path that leads to life.